Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another episode of How Can We Get Stacked today. Hopefully, everybody's doing all right. I got my coffee, a little bit of cards. My work doesn't start for a little while. So, here we are. Yesterday wasn't great for us. I went over a few of those hands. Last video I posted had a little bit of fancy play syndrome for sure. The 10-7. And we got shown the business, which is pretty great. I like to see it. Then, of course, by the end, we just get coolered. Massive cooler. Ace King versus King 10. Make trips, he makes a boat. That's basically the update. Down $12 yesterday. But that's okay. We're just kind of breaking even lately. I did try my hand a little bit of PLO last night. Didn't really work out too well. Felt a little bit lost in the game. So definitely going to go back to studying before I play any of that. What hope everybody's doing great. And if you haven't already, if you like what I'm doing, if you want to see more of it, then go ahead and like the videos. It doesn't hurt. Never taking that combination as a 3-bet bluff. I say never, but if somebody was opening the button egregiously, I would definitely look to play some hands against him like that. 8-7 off is just not good from the small blind. Very few hands are. There we go. We pick up a little bit of a hand here. I like it. With the ace queen. Against them, I'm actually going to go for the raise. Against that position. The cutoff. Button 3 bets cut off, I think. With the ace queen. Ooh, and we get raised here. Trying to think of how many hands we're going to play in position here. Against a cold 4. Very few. Very few. We would think about this more if it was a suited ace queen, but here we're going to have to fold this hand. And the reason we lay it down is like, so think about this. If does he ever have ace jack? If the answer is no, or so little that it doesn't matter, then it's basically a fold. Like, if you have, does he have ace jack or worse? Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think he ever has it for a cold 4 bet. Pretty good hand. Speaking of cold fours, if it gets 3-bet, I might cold 4. Well, I mean, big blind. How cold are we? But this is interesting. Actually, you know what? I'm going to make the call this time. This is really, really weird. Like, see, he just folds, so now it's almost as if he opened and I just called. So what we're looking at is we're really looking at just 2 overs here. We don't have too many ways to make a straight without it really being problematic for us, not holding a club in our hands. So when we just call and hit this queen 8-3, yeah, we just have so many better hands. We have pocket pairs too, I think. I mean, maybe not as played because I went weird with it, but definitely better, I think, to just raise pre. We're just going to top off here. A little bit of strange situations developing. Where a little bit of an aggro table. I like to see it. I just need to get a little bit of value, a little bit more than I have. And then this guy goes ahead and just limps under the gun, which doesn't make a lot of sense. I'm going to fold my hand. I don't know what he's up to. I didn't have a good hand anyway. In game, I really hate to see something like this if you're playing live, because how the cards get peeled when you show a king like first, and then you're like, ooh, and then how the 4 gets peeled, you think it's an ace until you see it's a king 4, and it's just like so drastic of a change in your head or how strong your hand is, like, and then all of a sudden instead of ace king you get like king rag. It's just terrible, especially if you've been getting like no hands for 2 hours and you're just like, I just want to see a premium, and then you just kind of like king it. Oh, is that an ace? And then fake ace. So we don't play ace 9 offsuit there because we are 6-handed, so you have some merit for it, but I really like to keep to the stronger range, obviously. Early position, and technically it's still the earliest position on a 6-handed table. I don't like to open with it into 5 other guys, especially if a table that's look like it's 3-betting and 4-betting. Like, that's my reasoning there. We avoid spots like that because if we play too many hands like that, we're just going to be bleeding. It just forces us to have to either play a really huge pot where we're just not good enough, or we play small pots where we just have to fold too often and we just bleed out our chips. I'll take a flop for 2 bigs with the 5-6 off in position. And we flop, we whiff entirely. I mean, there's nothing to do here. This guy's opening a little bit too wide, you think? And do I have the combo to do this with? It would just again, I just don't really want to be leading chips without some value hands the way they're playing. He's gonna show up with ace high a lot, I assume. Wow, he opened the 2-3 suited. Middle position. Wow. Huh. Definitely wide. See, there's a reason why we can just raise. Probably do that more. Against this, we actually can just call this suited combo. We will take another card. Less likely as a king. Are we good here? We don't turn anything. We're just looking to get to showdown. Now we get counterfeited. Fun little counterfeited hand. Might even have saved us anyway. This guy's gonna... I mean, 5-8 is definitely the bottom of my opening range, so... Seven, 8, I'll play a hand with him. 6-8, I think about it. 5-8 is just no. I was getting stuck trying to get in there with something, right? Not playable. Oh my god, we won a hand. Everyone took pity on me that time. Oh, here we go. Premium time. Do we get action? We do. Now, here's the question. We'll choose to see better check on this board. I'll check one time. I say that like it's a habit. We're not actually going to be checking one time. Turn the king's actually bad for us. We do turn the straight draw or blocking, so can we ever have it? Not really. So just go ahead and check. All right, make the straight. Now what do we do? Well, he's not going to pay us off. He's going to check back. He's already checked back a lot, so let's just try to get called by something little. Oh, wow. I mean, 2 pair on that board. That's interesting. I think you bet it the whole way. That's really weirdly played by him. He flops top pair, turns the second pair and the gutter, right? Yeah, to the 10. And then spikes 2 pair. He could have played that way different. I think he gets me off the hand on the turn if he plays that differently. I just don't know what I'm beating on the if he barrels off. I have like what was it, like 2 clean outs or something for the jack. I had a really weird dream that my passport was stolen. I don't know how you run across that in the dream. But not like physically from me. Like I lost it. My brother's not going to care or not going to think that's too far outside of the realm of possibility. I tend to lose things. But I had this really weird dream that I don't even think about my passport ever. So I do want to be 3-betting this guy. I do not want to do it with 4 high. We're trying to show a little bit of discipline that we did not show yesterday. Started carnivore last night. Well, yesterday, I guess. It was all day. But that was a thing. So, if anybody wants to join me on that endeavor, started yesterday. The only exception is I drink my mushroom coffee, which I guess you could say isn't really outside the realm of carnivore, right? Just different mushrooms that produce a coffee, I guess. I'm not really into the science behind it. I know it's good. I know it's better for you. I know it keeps me focused throughout my day at work. So it also, strangely enough, is a very big hunger suppressant. At least for me. I don't know if it's normal. But so I have my coffee in the morning and I work throughout most of the day. I do have some snacks that are just meat. But that's only if I really feeling really hungry, feeling like I need to eat something, and then I have my dinner at night, which is just meat and a vegetable, usually broccoli. So last night I made chicken legs and steamed broccoli, and it was delicious because why wouldn't that be? So if anybody wants to join me on that, that's my thing. I got my girlfriend on board with it. And she's not necessarily going to do that. She burns a ton of calories at her job. So She's probably not going to be in on that. I'll open it up. I'll open up the queen jack off. We're not. Table image is we're a little tight right now. So, did get a call from the small blind. We're going to range bet this. We don't need to go big because there's no draws. We can actually just go something really small. We get called. Was there anything that really was going to call us there with the king on 3-4? That's a draw. Not really. We pick up anything? Not really. We could spike something on the river. Check, and we really just want to... I don't know what we want to do. I guess we can just check back. Yeah. We're not getting that hand to fold on the river, so... Not as played. We could double barrel and get it to fold, but... Good check back by us. We were going to beat some things, though. I mean, as played. When I think about it, we lose to an ace, but we beat everything else that's a nothing. So we have the second best nothing. Like, literally. We also beat other Queen X. The guy shows us the ace king, like, why? I mean, we just assume people get ace king, man. I hate that deep. You know, I gotta show every time you get, like, an okay hand. I say okay because I can name 5 that are better. Suited variety. We will go up. And 3-bet him. And we get the immediate fold. Just really want to choose these suited up and down ace-X for your bluff candidates. If you're really sitting there knitting sweaters, I don't mind doing it with a suited king if you're going to have some bluff combos. Premium time. See what they do. Yeah, we're 3-betting him. What do we do? 7's a good number. I like 7. Just keep it even. I don't need point stuff. Makes a call. We'll go to a flop. Ace-high flop. We can range bet this, but when do we get called by? We have backdoor clubs, so we can just take this down a lot of the time. Especially for a really small sizing. Now we turn the club, draw. Maybe the ace-king is out there. We check back and just take showdown. Try to improve. The queen's out there. We'd be absolutely nothing here. Yeah. So a lot of people go, do we ever go a little larger on that board for the ace? Yes. Without holding the club, I would. Because we hold the club, it is less likely that the calls that we get are going to be draws of clubs. That's probably a little bit too much into the meat of the game, but specific combinations do matter. So I go small, and we will get a fold more often because there are slightly less combos that would call us. And when we get called, so we're called by something like you saw, like an ace. And the reason that we can bet there is because we can still turn them with either a jack or running clubs. We almost did. That's my explanation. Enjoy. The king 9 suited from there. From here I'm gonna raise him. So we actually just play my full range. I play this call from small blind. Really nice flop actually for our hand. We will call. Turn the king is a nice card for us. We'll check that over. We'll call. And the queen doesn't really change a whole lot for me. Really changes for him, though. So he's saying he had 9-10 the whole way. Is that what he's saying? This is indicative of 2-pair for the most part. Let's see. How strong is our king here as we played it? We have some 9-10. We have some 2-pair ourselves. Yeah, I mean... I've played like I've had a draw the whole way, and every draw came in, so I'm just gonna have 2 pairs and draws the whole way. So King 9 is just definitely not strong enough. Are we blocking it? Yeah. Is he triple barreling with something that we're beating? That's the question. So is he triple barreling off with a single pair under the king? And the answer is no. Well, 9s, I don't mind playing 9s and opening it up. I don't know what we're thinking about here. Yeah, I was gonna say, everybody just fold. I mean, not that I want that. I really don't. I would like a call, but... Ace King in the big blind. I'm a fan of it. We're going to play out of position here, so I'll go to 7. I'm doing something with my YouTube video right now, so I almost folded this hand. That would have been a mistake. We just lose value. That's not good. It's like, Cody, come on, play your good hands. I think in theory we flat against that open in full ring, and then now... Huh. That's what we wanted to have happen. Look at that. 10 big blind bet, take down 9.8 bigs with the pocket eights. Don't get scared, guys. I mean, if your hand is supposed to raise. This one's actually not supposed to raise. It's going to make me look like a little bit of a maniac. Wow. A little surprised we got that one through. I thought for sure he was calling after that last hand. So it says angled brackets are not allowed. So what are we talking about? Oh, because we had one angled bracket there. Jesus. Yeah, just give it to me, my guy. Doyle, getting in there. Winning a hand. No. Really good candidate to play a hand against a raise first in open. The RFI range is decent. Ah, shoot. As much as we want to play this hand, we've now made it so we cannot. I mean, not profitably. You say Bacodian, we flop spades. I don't care what the flop is anymore. I folded. I don't care what happens in this hand from then on. I could have a straight flush. I don't care. I like everybody's sitting out. I might end the session. I actually got to go to work. So I think we're done for right now. Hope everybody has a good morning, and thanks for watching me kick out $1.59 to all the people that love playing with me. If you like to play with me, you can get on ACR, usually in the mornings, and you see me at one of these tables. All right. Talk to you later.